This is toecards.net, and we'll be opening up this box of Theros Beyond Death. So let's go open these packs. So it's been a very interesting and very nice set, as you will be seeing in this box. Some of the power levels gone up. Some of the cards are very sought after in multiple formats. So let's see if we can pull some nice stuff. Obviously these cards will be on the toecards.net website as singles, so you'll be able to purchase these from there. So we'll go through these quite quickly and see. Some of the art is really nice in this set. Obviously, Theros is a Greek mythology-based set. So we will be looking at some of the cards close up for you, so that we will see some of the art. And as you can see, we have a nice sort of set for the lands as well. Okay, so we have the first rare, which is Atris, the Oracle of Half-Truths. So it's a 2/and Demir. It's a legendary creature, human advisor. It has menace. And when Atris, the Oracle of Half-Truths. Do apologize if I pronounce these wrong. So just if you feel that, yeah. So just put in the comments if you have anything that you need to, if you need to help me with anything like that. So this is Atris, the Oracle of Half-Truths. So legendary creature, human advisor. It's got menace. When Atris, the Oracle of Half-Truths, enters the battlefield, target opponent looks at the top 3 cards of their library, separates them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put that one pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. It's a really interesting card. Very interesting way of doing a fact or fiction. So it'd be like almost like a sort of could be a very political tool, especially for commander, or obviously if you want to use it in standard, it allows you to draw potentially one card out of it to about 1.5 if you want to go for maths. So that's a really nice little rare. And this is one of the lands. This is the Mountain. You'll see each one as I go through. I'll be put up one each. I love how the art sort of swirls around and there's all clouds, kind of in that sort of formation. Really nice land. So, hoping, obviously, looking at some of the particular cards that we know is worth a bit of money in this round. Obviously, the Oro, and also with the new legendary creature from the green that triples your mana. That'll be a very nice little pull as well. So, really looking forward to the set. I myself play standard, so looking at some sort of how this is going to shape up the meta in this particular set. So that's your rare for this one. It's Temet that Calls the Dead. So it's a saga for 2 and 1 black. Put for first and second trigger, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, and you may exile a creature or enchantment from your graveyard. If you do, create 2/2 black zombie creature token. So obviously really nice in those sort of zombie builds. Also those enchantment builds that kind of rely on self-mill. And on the third trigger, you gain X life or X and Square X, where X the number of zombies you control. So that would be sort of goes really well with Gary or the Grey Merchant Asphodel. So that's your rare. Obviously the Mountain, and then you also got the Scared Goat, as you can see there. Or he's not quite sure why he's there, but he's just going to enjoy himself while they're there. So there we go. Ooh, these packs are really well made together this time around. I really love the sort of art that's been put on and the colours as well. So just go straight to the Grim Pilgrim. The art's really kind of like colourful, really in your face, which is really nice, I think. So the Sea Scorn, the Dawn Even Gel, Minions Return, and Kunoros. That's the one. Hound of Astrios. So it's the 1 and Ozov is a legendary creature hound. It has menace, a vigilance, and lifelink. legend like known as lifelink, and then creature cards in your graveyard can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyard. It's a very interesting sort of color hate bear for graveyards, which is quite nice actually. So obviously sometimes the colors cannot quite deal with the graveyard. Look at that. Love how the art for the lands is really nice, and we also got a Pegasus token as well. And as you can see, you can find these straight onto turtlecards.net. This will be uploaded quite soon after the release, or even on the release date. So when you see this, it may also just be out. So obviously we've got a reprint just here. It's a very interesting design, and also we've got the Storm Herald. So it's a 2-in-1 red creature, human shaman. It has haste. When enter the battlefield, return any number of aura cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to creatures you control. I like how it says creatures rather than just creature. Exile those auras at the beginning of the next end step. If those auras would leave the battlefield, exile them instead of putting them anywhere else. So really interesting sort of build around for this particular, especially doing a mono red sort of, maybe a sort of, you could go with Rakdos sort of build as well. So you have that sort of graveyard recursion stroke sort of aggressive build. I like that. And that's the forest as well. As you can see, it's really nice art. I love how the clouds kind of really form that shape. Well done to the artists who've done them. I think it's all the same artist. We'll have a little look in a moment. As you can see as well, they got the cycle of the omens and also cycle of the, oh, here we go. Here's Gary. Nice to see him back. So Gary, obviously new artwork. Really nice little, we all know what Gary does, and I feel like it's going to be really good in mono black devotion. We also got for the rare, you got Gallia, the Understance. So again, if I get the naming wrong, do apologise, but mention in the comments if there's anything that I need to correct, and so next time we'll do better. So we also got this. It's a Gruul creature. The legendary creature Satyr has haste. Other satyrs you control get +1/+1 to the and haste. That's pretty sweet. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. So you can have that as a build around when it comes to like possibly in standard, but more like it'll be a nice little build around for commander. Oh, we've got a nice foil at the back there. That's the island. Love the island. It's like fresh, like really bright colours, which is quite nice. Easy to see. And we got the Isian Caraflid. I can say that properly, and that's your rare for this pack here. Okay, so obviously at the end what we do is we usually put these into soft sleeves, and then obviously to make sure that they're all kind of all protected, all rares and also all foils get protected in soft sleeves as well. So as you go to the uncommons, you've got the Singer, the Inevitable End, Underworld Fires, which is quite interesting. We've got the Dream Trawler. This is your rare. So it's 2 and white, blue, blue. The creature Sphinx. It has flying and lifelink. When you draw a card, whenever you draw a card, this could be in the turn, out of turn, whatever. Dream Trawler gets +1/+2 into the end of turn. And whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card. It also pumps itself. And discard a card, Dream Trawler gains hexproof into the end of turn. Then tap it. So that's quite interesting. We also got the art and got the planes art just there. I hope my finger's not in the way. Fantastic. And then we also got a foil, which is Underworld Dreams, a reprint in standard. It's a really nice card. You could potentially put this in Commander. It works more in Commander, but in the modern standard format, it'd be really interesting to see this card sort of go where you can target another person to draw cards. Especially in if you go in Grixis, probably go Grixis like a Grixis sort of control with a bit of this at the end for going with the expansion explosion sort of combo. That will be a pretty interesting way of how to build around, making them draw cards rather than yourself and get them to kill themselves essentially. Potentially, you never know. Okay, so you got Traveler's Amulet, back Satyrs, Helios Pilgrim. Interesting, the mechanic though for escape. That's obviously one of the new mechanics for the set, escape. It works. It doesn't look very good on the card, but it works really well in gameplay, especially in a sort of limited format, limited environments like draft or like sealed as well. So we've got Temet, we've got the constellation art, we've got the saga. I'm gonna put these aside so we can see them, and then we've also got the Archons of Sun Grace. For the rare, it's pretty nice. 2 and 2 white. It is a creature Archon, flying and lifelink. Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink, and it has constellation. Whenever enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. So a really nice sort of alternative card to the Throne of the Empty Vigil. That's in the Commander or in all the sets. So very similar to that, but obviously it has the Pegasus tagged on to it, which looks fantastic. And you can also work with some cards in Commander or in Standard. So that's your rare. You also got the Island, and then we have another foil. We have an Elite Instructor. Enter the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. Really nice sort of loot card just there. So looking forward to the shake up in Standard, especially with the enchantments, especially in Receive if Mono Black comes back. I wondered if that's going to be like something that would be what people will go for, or if it's going to be like a multicolored set still, like previously. So we have Heroes of the Revel, Staggering Insight, Nessian Horn Beetle, and then we have Storm's Wrath. Really interesting card, a nice little smaller board wipe. Hits each creature and each planeswalker for 4 damage. It's 2 and 2 red, so that's quite nice. And we also got a mountain as well, and we also got the wolf. And again, the tokens are spot on when it comes to the art, and also the size as well. Size of the art is brilliant. I wish it was more in the same cards as well, more of a full art. Hopefully we might get something like that. We turn to nature, go for the uncommons, and then we go straight to the tactics. Oh, we almost revealed something then. We got that. Wolf Willow Haven, Warden of the Chained. Interesting card, really good in sort of the limited formats. And we got Eidolon of Obstruction. So it's a really nice card. It's a 1/1 white enchantment creature spirit. That's first strike. Loyalty abilities and planeswalkers your opponents control cost 1 more to activate. Really interesting. It's 1 more mana just in case. Just in cost 1 more loyalty, costs 1 mana to activate them. So obviously you have to pay that as part of the cost of the loyalty ability. So obviously Swamp just here again. And we also got the Satyrs as well, which is in this set. So like a token Satyr deck could potentially be a really nice sort of deck. The Gruul sort of aggro, maybe a stomping deck, you never know. Again, going for the uncommons. Again, all this will be all put on the website. You can buy from the website at totalcards.net. Just go for Throne, Theros, my mistake, Theros, and go through the singles and you'll be able to see them right there. So Hateful Eidolon and Erebos' Intervention. So it's X and 1 black, so you can pay as much as you want to the X. Choose one. Charge creatures minus X into the end of turn, you gain X life. Exile up to twice X type cards from graveyards. Really nice sort of graveyard hate, but also gives you sort of life gain. Also kills 1 creature, which is quite interesting. And then also you got the tentacle token just there, really nice. Party. Okay, so let's go through these. Again, the swords are back, the equipment's back as well, so this is not just an enchantment, it's got a few swords to go with it. So we're straight into the uncommon, so we got the Life's Bounty, the Prophecy, Rise to Glory, really nice interesting card, and then Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with powerful or greater draws a card and destroy all creatures. So it's like a cheaper board wipe, but also really helps yourself, but also helps the opponent. So it's just like a double-edged sword essentially, which is quite nice. especially for a cheaper sort of board wipe. 4 mana for that, pretty nice. And most likely, even in a commander game, you might want a board wipe during your turn. Even if you can make it have flash, even better. So Nexus Colossus, really an interesting card for the limited. Very simple vanilla card. So we've got the Annex, Colossus Design, Mirror Shield, and we've got the Phoenix of Ash. So interesting card this is. So it's 1 and 2 red, creature Phoenix. It has flying and haste. It gets +2/+0. You pay 4 to the end of the turn. So you pay 3. Sorry, 2 and 1 red to get +2/+0 until the end of the turn. It has escape as well. And when it escapes, it gets with a 1/1 counter on it. So it kind of like a recurable Phoenix. Hopefully this will be seen quite often back into mono red sort of aggro, but also it could be used in a sort of a graveyard sort of recursion deck. Ooh, did you see that? Oh, didn't see that. So we got mountain and we got foil. We've got a foil forest. Nice. So I'll put that straight into a sleeve straight after the video, and that's going to be straight on the website as soon as we can. Nice. I love the foil lands, as you can see. If we go back to it again, just to kind of give you that little, hopefully you can see that on the video. It's gorgeous. Okay. Really good pull that was. So straight to the uncommons. So we got the Blood of the Sea, we got Daxos, we got Warden of the Chained, and then good job! Oh, we got Cruxer, the Titan's Death Hunger, Titan of Death Hunger. So it's a Rakdos card, just costs 2 for a 6/6 legendary creature Elder Giant. Brilliant. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless it escapes. So it kind of like goes on the battlefield, but you can stack the triggers so you can do some fancy stuff with it. And whenever Cruxer enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card, and each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. And then you can escape it for 4. Exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. Really interesting sort of a Rakdos sort of graveyard recursion deck, but also it's a really nice sort of commander card if you want to build around him for a commander itself. Interesting card, really well. I'm going to put that into its own pile as well. And we've also got a forest, and then we also got another foil. We got Temeret, the Chosen from Death. We've got 2 black, legendary creature, demigod, enchantment creature. And toughness is equal to amount of devotion to black. Again, mono black potentially be really good. And exile the 2 target cards from graveyards. You gain 1 life for each creature exiled this way. So typically a more of a white ability, but also it's really nice to see it on the black card as well. So we got gold. Gold's back. So it's a returning sort of mechanic sort of artifact. Okay. Straight through to the uncommons. Here we go. Interesting card this, Hydra's Growth. Seen this being played on the legendary Hydra in I think it's core 20, or is it more like, yeah, so it doubles his counters, doubles his counters, doubles his counters, and just make a huge Hydra. So it's an interesting card this. I think it's going to be one of those cards that potentially could see meta top end play, competitive play I should say. Shoal, obviously Mystic Repeal, going to be an interesting card, especially a staple in the sideboard. And then we also got the Nadir Kraken. So it's 1 and 2 blue, is a creature Kraken. Whenever you draw a card, you pay 1. You may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on Nadir Kraken and create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. Really interesting card, love it. Obviously you've got the forest, and then we've got the Field of Ruin in the foil. It's lovely art. We also know what Field of Ruin does. It's land, it taps through colors. Pay 2, tap it, sacrifice Field of Ruin, destroy all your non-basic land. And opponent controls, each player searches their library for a basic land card, puts on the battlefield, and shuffles their library. So interesting card. Here we go, let's get cracking on. Okay, straight to the uncommons. Also a nice multicolored card back there. So you've got Inevitable End, Acolyte Affliction, Siona, Captain of the Pylias. So really nice, interesting card. I think a deck was going around with a sort of a Selesnya sort of enchantment deck using the Bronze Mane Lion. Is it Bronze Mane Lion? I'm sure of it. Lure of the Unknown, that's your rare. It's a 3 in Rakdos. Reveal the top 6 card of your library and opponent exile the non-land card from along them, and you put the rest into your hand. Opponent may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. It's interesting, it says put into exile, which obviously works with the rules there. So Island, and also this. There we go. So go straight to the, here we go. So Drag to the Underworld, Cling to Dust, Sweet Oblivion, and Nightmare Shepherd. Interesting build, you can build this around, I think I've seen a deck which is a, I think it's a Vannifar sort of combo deck, and uses this as the sort of keeping creatures on the board that keeps untapping Vannifar, which is quite an interesting card, a really nice card there. It's, well, basically it's 2 and 2 black, enchantment creature, demon, flying. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you may exile it and create a copy, which is a 1/1 as a nightmare to its other types, which is very interesting. Obviously we've got the Swamp. So again, really nice art. And we've got the Kraken token. Okay. So straight to the uncommons. There you go. So this is the new sort of lesser powered relic. I think they obviously referring it to. Furious Rise, Sage of Mysteries, and Protean Thaumaturge. Yeah, that's right. 1 and 1 blue is a creature, human wizard. When an enchantment enters the battlefield under control, you may have Protean become a copy of another target creature, except it has this ability, so you can keep changing. Nice little card there. Obviously could be used in the sort of mono wizard deck, especially for commander, or maybe just a really nice sort of enchantment deck. Obviously works with red potentially, I think. Okay, I think we're at the uncommons. Archon, Acolyte, Transforming Annex, and then Mylia's Intervention. It's 2 excellent 2 green, sorcery. Search your library for X land cards, reveal them, put into your hand. So really nice to replenish your hand, but also works with certain cards, especially in Commander or in Standard. Maybe in Pioneer too. Nylia's Intervention deals twice X damage to each creature with flying. Interesting card. So we're obviously hoping to pull some of the big ones. I think we've got 1 so far. See if we can pull all the Titans. That's probably the thing that we were looking for to do. The Titans is a very nice sort of cycle of like large legendary creatures. Especially with the escape mechanic, it potentially can be very powerful, especially in certain formats. So we got the Storm Herald again. We've also got the Plains, and then we have the Wolfbriar Blessing as your foil. Okay, and we also got the token too. We're almost there, halfway through. We're pretty good. I feel like we've pulled pretty well, but obviously we're also looking out for those big cards, the big money cards. Not necessarily for the company itself, for the company itself, but just really nice to pull some of the big cards. So we've got Tectonic Giant as your rare. So it's a 2 and 2 rare creature, elemental giant, and then attacks or becomes a target of a spell an opponent controls. Choose 1 and deals 3 damage to each opponent. Interesting. And exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose 1. To the end of the next turn, you may play that card. So very interesting sort of red deck. And we also got this Gordon Piper, which worked with that goat earlier. And I was told, there was a goat in the background. I think that's the goat. It's the same goat as what's in the, that's what we saw earlier. Okay. So let's have a look. Go straight to the uncommons. Okay. So Whirlwind Denial, Wanderer, Alios, and we have Eat to Extinction. Yeah, so it's 3 and 1 black, instant, exile target creature or planeswalker. It's very interesting sort of. And look at the top card of your library, you may put the card into your graveyard. So you could use this. This is going to be the new replacement to potentially after the Murderous Rider as the alternative sort of kill card when it rotates. Oh, and then we've got foil. We've got the Erebos Intervention in foil. As you can see, the art is gorgeous. We know what this does. So let's just, so we keep the foil separate. The foil gets put into a separate place. So we keep them nice and safe. Foils, it also looks really good. We also got Demigod there, favoured chain, and then we've got Nyx Lotus. Really nice card. Good job, guys. So we have a four cost legendary artifact. Comes into play tap. Choose a color, tap it and choose a color, and the amount of mana equal to devotion to that color. So really good in sort of could even work really well in a standard deck if you can untap it in the same turn, but even might work really well in commander. That's a good job. There's the illusion to go with the uncommon earlier. So we've got some of these guys. Let's go straight to the uncommons. Nice. And we have, Nessian Boar. This is interesting. It's a 10/6. It's a 3 and 2 green. It's a 10/6. All creatures able to block Nessian Boar do so. And whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, the creature controller draws a card. A really interesting card, especially in that sort of mono green sort of stompy deck. I think that probably potentially could be a staple for that particular deck. We'll see how the meta kind of shapes up as the set goes on. Especially it can mean like using enchantments as part of its part of its decks here. Ooh, we have just anything there? Nope. Okay. So we have Arista, the Endless Web. It's 2 and 2 green, legendary creature, spider. It has reach. Whenever an opponent casts an instant sorcery spell, create a green spider creature token with reach. So that's interesting to kind of pump your board if the opponents start to try and kill this or try and do something with it, or even just pumping their own creatures or doing something that causes that ability. It's going to help you immensely. Potentially a really nice sort of standard cards, but also very good in commander. You can see it in it's like a mono. It's like a spider tribal deck potentially. Underworld Connections again. Any distinction, we know this card already. We also got the goat, the scared goat that goes with that. Well, again, doesn't even look scared. He probably looks a bit confused. He's not too sure how it's kind of got there, but he just might as well. Okay, skip velocity, punishment, sage, Nessian Boar again. Wow, pulling the same cards again and again. Obviously, these lands, I think it's going to go fast. Especially when you go on the website, so I would suggest keep an eye on there as fast as well. Obviously, these will be going like hotcakes. So you obviously get one of these lands in each pack. So the more packs you buy, the more lands you get. But obviously, you want those foil lands, those sweet foil lands. We also got one of the new Scry lands, Temple of Deceit. It comes into play tapped, and then you into the battlefield. You scry one. Really nice sort of land that kind of goes in every multicolored deck. You always need at least 2 of these in your deck if you're playing multicolored. Single color, not really that bothered, but in a multicolored double or triple color, really important. Oh, we got Cure Best of the Sea God. So 5 and 2 blue enchantment saga. For the first trigger, create a 8/8 blue Kraken with hexproof. 2, tap all non-land permanents, can't target opponent control, so they don't untap. So it's really good to get your 8/8 in twice, potentially. And then gain control, target permanent and opponent control. Opponent, which is really good. I think this probably would work in sort of that sort of mono green, mono blue sort of devotion stroke control decks, especially in the control deck, probably like maybe a black blue or maybe a blue red. I'm not too sure. Let's see how if that goes into the meta. It's a bit costly though for 4, 5, 6, 7, but we'll find out. There we go. Okay, I think we've got multicolour at the end, which is it's gonna be interesting. Destiny Spinner, Stinging, Impending Doom, and then congratulations! We also got the constellation art of Clothis, the God of Destiny. It's one of the ones I want myself. This is going to be really nice in the commander deck, but also in the Gruul sort of hate bears deck potentially, or just a Gruul, just to kind of get rid of this sort of graveyard recursion. It's a God of Destiny, really nice card. It's a 1 and Gruul, legendary creature god, indestructible as long as devotion is less than 7, isn't a creature. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile a target card from the graveyard. It's a land guard, add a red or green, otherwise you gain 2 life and deals 2 damage to each opponent. Really interesting, really worked well in the pre-release, but also works. I think it's going to be a nice little card for the sort of sideboard card, potentially in Gruul. It's going to help out Gruul quite a lot, being able to get rid of that graveyard. Again, Banishing Light, the Triumph, and then we also got another Skyline, which is the Temple of Enlightenment. Really nice sort of art, really love it. And we also, oh, did you see that as well? We got a forest, and then we got the foil Thrix, the Sudden Storm, legendary creature, elemental giant, flash, flying, spells you cast with convert mana cost 5 or greater, cost 1 less to cast and can't be counted. It's a 4/5 creature. Interesting card. I think this is going to be, it's one of those cards that looks like it's going to be an underestimated card, and people are going to be using this and using this well, especially in sort of a spell matters deck, especially in like the Izzet sort of color scheme, the color pie, if they say it, or the color guild. Okay. So we have Daxos again, Enemy of the Enlightenment, and in Herald's Intervention, X and 2 white. It's an instant, destroy X target artifacts and or enchantments. It's like sort of destroy specific things, especially in Commander, that'd be really good. And you gain X life, which potentially could work out in your favor. Well, potentially really well in your favor, to be honest. Getting that much life could potentially give you that win time that you need. It's just a single color as well, so it doesn't actually hurt. Don't need multiple colors to do so. Okay, here we go. Petitioner, next Herald. Whoa, that was not good. Okay, we'll stop there for a moment. There we go, we got it. One of the stars, and Mantle of the Wolf. So 3 and 1 green. So it's enchantment aura. Enchant creature is +4/+4, and Mantle of the Wolf. It's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create 2 green wolf creature tokens. I think that's really good because it gives you that value. So you get the 4/4 as a value, and if it goes into the graveyard, you get another 4 power out of it. I think that's a really good value card, especially that mono green. Or maybe the wolf deck might be a thing. Sort of Golgari Wolves maybe, or maybe a Abzan Wolves would be really nice. Okay. Aspirant, Chimera, Field of Ruin, and Althema. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's a legendary creature. It's a 1/1 black legendary creature enchantment creature. Harpy is flying. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. I've seen this can be really good in sort of that sort of deck. You know, you see that sort of synergy with the zombies. Potentially, it can be a mono black devotion zombie deck, which I think is going to be very interesting to see. That comes into the meta. Okay, a few packs left. Here we go. Plummet, interesting card. Yep, here we go. You can probably see some of the rare at the back, but oh, I love this art though. This is Elspeth Nightmares. Again, the wall scrolls are coming out for this, so you will be able to see that on our website as well. We'll be selling these wall scrolls. Really interesting art, especially if you put it in like obviously your home. It's going to be a longer one. It's going to be a very interesting sort of. It's going to look very nice, to be honest. And like how the rumors are that this is a Phyrexian coming from the shadows towards, or coming out of nightmares, and it's going to potentially invest this world. So it'll be interesting to see the storyline with that, if that's going to be a thing. It'll be interesting to see Phyrexians. And obviously another Skyline, which is the Temple of Plenty. I love the art in this one. And then we also got the foil Annex Harden of the Forge. Forge. We've got Swamp, and then we also got that. So, as you can see, there are raw scrolls. There are going to be playmats. There are going to be sleeves, all based on this set, and we'll be selling them on our website at totalcards.net. So you'll be able to get the nicest art, the nicest selection from Ultra Pro. I think that's the name. Devour, Hateful Eidolon. Oh, congratulations, we've got the best card. Wow. So we have the Nyxbloom Ancient. Wow, that's fantastic. It's nice to see this. We pulled this. Fantastic. Love it. Oh, wow. Okay, let's just kind of see this a bit more further. It's a shame it's not foil, but we got it. So it's Nyxbloom Ancient. It's 4 and 3 green. It's an enchantment creature, elemental. We've got Trample. Doesn't matter, but the next one is the next text, which is the most important. If you tap on permanent from mana, produces 3 times as much of that mana. We've never seen this thing before. We always had the double mana producers, but not the triple mana, which is pretty good. This is a fantastic pull. Good job. So again, you see that on the website. You'll be able to buy it, be able to take it and use it for your Commander, Standard, Pioneer, whatever format you play, and whatever format you feel is going to be best in. Congratulations, fantastic. Again, this is congratulations to you guys to be able to purchase this from our website. We've got this, and then we have the Haktos, that's right, the Unscarred. Interesting card, especially in Boros, but as Boros does, same thing every time, go for that attack. But it does have that protection from everything but 1, 2, 3 or 4 at random. Interesting card. I want to see that comes into Standard. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, and we appreciate you watching, and please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please comment in the comments if there's anything we need to know, but also if anything I need to pronounce a bit better next time. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.